What's up, world? It's another episode of Grind Media TV. I gotta stop saying that. What's up, world? It's another episode of Grind Media TV. Nah, but how can I say it? I'm sorry is not enough sometimes. I'm sorry is not enough sometimes. Now, I'm on my way to the gym right now, and I'm riding behind this lady in a SUV, and she doing about normal speed. We both doing normal speed, and there's this car in front of her and stuff. We all got a good distance from each other and everything, but the car in front of her decides to make a U-turn in the middle of the street right before a curb, before a blind curb. One thing about a blind curb, the people that's coming around the blind curb, they don't know what's around that curb. So they don't know what's going on. They don't know that a person decided to make a U-turn in the middle of the street. They just don't know. So as that person decided to make a stupid ass U-turn in the middle of the street, it ended up making the car that was coming around the curve the opposite direction from us, headed our direction, to kind of avoid from ramming into it. So it's worked into our lane. Now, once it's worked into our lane, it left the lady in that SUV that's in front of me, which was behind the car that was making the U-turn, the illegal U-turn, and it made that car swerve into that lane, to our lane, and almost hit her head on and stuff. And I swear that lady reflexes was so great, y'all, immaculate. I mean, immaculate. It was a combination of both, you know, her reflexes and the person who was coming around the curve, the blind curve, and their reflexes. Even though the person coming around the blind curve reflexes was kind of messed up because they came into our lane instead of well, they had no choice because they were making a U-turn. They would have ran into that person in the back, or what, or they most definitely ran into the person in the back. So, but so they swerved into our lane, okay. But that brought somebody else into the problem. It brought the lady in front of me into the problem. Now you almost endangering her life. But the thing about her situation was the lady had her baby in the car. The lady had her baby in the car. I didn't know at the time the lady had the baby in the car. All I know, it was a person that was almost about to cause a head-on collision with somebody in a car. And y'all gotta understand my mindset. My mindset is kind of thrown out because I lost my baby sister to a car accident. So, you know, I don't really take these cars and driving lightly and everything. So when I saw that happen, my immediate response was to stop in the middle of the street. Hey, blowing the horn and everything. Hey, shawty, you need to, hey, man, what you doing? Hey, why you got to get right? I need to let them feel that anger. You know, and I ain't no angry person. I'm not, you know, I'm not controlling my anger. You know, years of sports, years of army, they taught us to control our emotions. I'm a real man. I know how to control my emotions. But that right there sent me from 0 to 100 real fast because of the fact that you almost caught a head-on collision. Come on. And then on top of that, when I'm talking to her, she, you know, the girl acting like she kind of slow. You know, I know she functional, you know, because I'm looking at her spirit and watching, you know, that little interaction as I'm talking to her, because everything slow down. When you get mad, everything slow down. So you really engulfed into the details of what's going on. And I'm observing her and just looking at her like, I don't care what it was, her, he or she, I'm already at that point ready to snap. It just felt bad because I'm not viewing her gender. I don't care nothing about her gender. What I'm caring about is a fucking grown-ass person making a stupid-ass thought decision to make a U-turn in the middle of the street that almost got somebody hit head on and messed the little baby's whole life up. You know, that's what I'm kind of looking at, you know. So she's sitting there doing it like she's sorry and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, don't get it. And I'm saying that for people that's out there that's moving fast, man. If you're going to do something wrong, do your research, man. Look, make sure you can get away with it. Make sure you can get away with it and stop doing stupid stuff when you don't know all the information involved. That woman didn't know what was going to come around that curve. She lacked knowing all the information involved. But yet she still felt the need to try to do something stupid. Who jump out there without a parachute and do something stupid without knowing? I mean, you just got to pay attention, man. Certain stuff you just can't play with. The roads, the streets, you can't play with it. You just can't, man. So for y'all people that's out there, man, I'm already late. I'm up here at the gym, man. I'm finna go ahead and get me some exercise and, try to clear my mind, man, we got to get back into exercising and the culture too, man, because I can tell she's a slow thinker. And that comes from her not getting out here moving around and exercising and being in a fast-paced environment, driving cars, everything fast, it don't stop. When you get behind that wheel, it don't stop until you cut the car. Once I do what I just did, cut the car, it don't stop. And you need to constantly be thinking, because the environment that you riding along in is constantly changing. The roads change, the car that you come into contact changes. So you got to be able to be a constant thinker. Even when you're tired, you got to be a constant thinker. And that's what sports brought to the game. Sports brought the ability for people to be able to fully think. And by them being able to fully think, they're able to I'm sorry, I have to pull up to the gym. They happy to see me, man. They already blowing the horn at me. They love me up at the gym, man. It's the energy I bring. It's the energy. People just be happy because I got good energy, man. And when I say good energy, that means, like, I charge people. When I say charge, like, you can be somewhere and you can just be out there playing, you just don't have the energy. Then somebody come in there, you just be happy. Next thing you know, you bouncing around, you jumping around. That's the type of energy I bring, and I always bring that, and I always been that energy. Before I really knew what God and the mission they had for me. And in this world, sometimes this world can kind of dim that energy and suck that energy up out of some people. So I know God then gave me a lot of that energy, a real lot of that energy, and because I'm still standing strong, even though I'm tired. I'm still out here helping. I'm still doing grind media. Even in the midst of feeling like I'm helping people who, pretty much turned their back up on me. I'm just being honest in 1,000. I really felt like the game turned their back up on me when it became time for me to step up and get them to understand why I was blessed. Your young man out there asking me, hey, I need your help, Ryan. What can I do to be like you? And I started giving that information and start sharing that it starts with the thought process. We got to start fixing the thought process and fixing the ability to think. And but I saw that the mission was kind of deeper, because like I said, it starts with your ability to think. And so you got to make sure, you got to fix a person to the point where they know that they're not making right thought decisions and whatnot. And you also got to get them to understand that people out there are manipulating them too. People give you information for whatever reason. You never know why somebody might give you some information and whatnot, but the information that it might give might not be valid or so it's a lot of information. But I still felt like not just get off course of what I was talking about, which is making sure we make the right decisions and everything. I guess it do go hand in hand, as far as thought process and not making the right decision. I guess with that girl who felt like she could make that U-turn in the middle of the street, her thought decision is messed up, and that's probably coming from a point to where she felt like she was trained enough to be moving around and making fast, irrational decisions. It's a reason why certain rules are put into regulations, because not everybody can not everybody can do everything. I'm sorry. I know everybody say we equal, and that's a lie. We're not all equal. We got to realize that some of us are given a little bit more than the next. Like me per se, I don't know how to swim, so I'd be a fool to sit here and say I'm equal to somebody else in the water. I ain't going nowhere near no water, because I know deep down inside we're not equal in every area. And with that being said, Well, man, I ain't gonna talk out y'all, man. I'm just trying to let y'all know, man. Be blessed out there. This is Grind Media. I hope this morning I could have gave y'all some type of knowledge that can help y'all take life serious. Right now, I'm finna go inside here in the gym and get me some good exercise in, you know. Up here. Y'all know I go to that bougie gym, that old bougie gym. I go to that bougie gym, hey man. I love it to death because they got that basketball court and they got that cycling class. I'm finna go get on that cycling, I'm finna go ride that bike, I'm finna pedal my butt away. And I hope they don't trick me to get on the basketball court and stuff. But for y'all people that's out there that been supporting me, man, continue to support me, man. Continue to help me. I'm a good guy. I'm really heavy in the community. I'm really touchable in the community. And the knowledge that I have for the music game is way above average, you know, way above average, you know. Don't get caught up on the glitter and the glamour, you know. It's a reason why I survived in a competitive game independently for over 15 years. It's a reason why. And because I got way more knowledge than the next person, you know. And I'm not gonna talk to y'all, man. Grind Media. For y'all people that's watching that ain't subscribed, y'all subscribe right now, man. Subscribe right now. Signing out.